Good morning, everyone. I know I have a flowery Sunday today. You can see it from my blue color flower shirt. I wanted everyone also to enjoy your Sunday, but today's Sunday is more on knowledge sharing session, and I'm so happy that we have Aman and Akanksha who will be taking you through this project. Before that, I wanted to, you know, every rocket, your bike, any vehicle you look at, there is a spark plug. The spark basically creates a spark. Hey, good morning. So the spark basically creates a spark which helps you to project yourself forward. So now coming back, I'll not take much of the time. Today's day is Aman and Akanksha because my name is Chinmay Das and I keep talking. People sometimes think I'm Chinmay Ananda Swami. Today I do not want to be Chinmay Ananda Swami anymore. So before that, but I speak some stories today. So first thing, I'll tell a very interesting story. Okay, trust me, this story is will keep you understand the importance of consistency, commitment, and competence, which builds your confidence. So there was a king. I will speak in Hindi and English little because there are some wordings in that. I was trying to ask Meta, ChatGPT. Nobody has given me an English version of that particular word when I'll tell you the story. So I may say somewhere I'll use some Hindi language. So there was a king who has a beautiful daughter or the princess, and the princess is well equipped with set of acumen. You can say she was very good at dancing, she was very good at singing, she was excellently intelligent and highly talented. She knows the way to handle or to control every set of weapons, starting from swords, knives, and various ways. So when your princess is so well equipped with such knowledge, wisdom, and various other acumen or the positive attributes, sometimes it is very difficult to find a perfect match for such princess, and that was a big worry for some time for the candidates. Sorry, for the kings. Uh, so the king tried to find every possible way a best suitor where they can find a king who can really take care of his daughter. However, the king did not find one. The king thought, why only a king? Why not a general man, whoever is capable of, uh, you know, uh, passing through a particular series of tests or an assessment? I would prefer I would prefer him to marry my daughter. So those days they used to do a soyambar. This is the word I was trying to chat with Meta, to chat GPT, to Gemini, asking what is it called in English soyambar. So Meta says me in Hindu or in India, basically the king do soyambar, but there is no such English word. The reason being it was an Indian origin, and that's where it is called soyambar. So soyambar is a place where all the king or all the suitors come and assemble together and go through a series of tests where the princess choose the best or choose the king or the particular groom, whether which groom is fitting. Sisi likes to partner for her life. So on this, there was a big test they conducted, and as assessment, or you can say test, where all the kings and all the general people were being called, and they all have to go through a set of tests. So there was a big pond where all these kings and the general man, whoever has come for this particular, wanted or interested in marrying the daughter of the king or the princess, they all were assembled at one place. The king came, the time started, and the king started saying, this is a big pond full of man eating, or it's deadly crocodiles are hungry and can eat in few seconds a whole body of a human being. Just before saying this, one man jumps into the pond and goes on swimming, and cross the one side of the pond to the other side. The king was surprised. That was the test. Even you didn't allow me to tell the test. And the man comes to the very thin, lean, not a very handsome guy, even not a king also, a very simple general man. The king was surprised. Then he asked, you didn't allow me even to tell the complete test process. You just jumped in. You were so brave. I think you are the perfect person to marry my daughter. And then during the marriage ceremony, he was asked, how did he take the courage to jump into this pond when there were so many, fearful king who is standing there? Much before they can even think of jumping to the pond, you jumped in. He has a very simple answer. Sir, I am a simple man. I did not come here to marry princess. I just came here to see and watch. I don't know who pushed me from behind, and I had just heard that there are some crocodiles, so I have to cross the river. I have to swim and go out and save my life. Why did I tell you this story? Today you are at the age of your professional career. Do you want someone to push you back, to jump into the pond and then try to save yourself? There is learning is everywhere today. There may be a lack or shortage of water, but there is no shortage of learning today. Every phone, smartphone you use, anything you use around has so much to learn. And I'll give another quick scenario. When you think you are going inside a jungle, you see a tiger, what you do? You basically run away, or you basically climb on a tree, or some will tell that I will look at the tiger, for which the tiger will, think that tiger will run away. Some confidence I will build, or some people will tell that I will take a selfie because we are Gen Z. I will take a selfie with the tiger before I die, right? So our approaches are like this. But in a real scenario, you cannot do anything which has to be done by the tiger. Because if I ask you, who runs faster? Either you run faster or a tiger runs faster. I'm sure maximum answer comes, sir, tiger runs faster. Trust me, if the tiger is behind you, you have to run faster because the tiger is running for food and you are running for life. So now coming back, the same scenario. Think of you are the Tarzan or the Mowglis of the world who have born and brought up in a jungle. You have encountered many such tigers, wild animals, bears, or many, and you know how to tackle these tigers, bears. So again, someday you are going inside the dense forest and you find a tiger coming in front of you. What will you do? You will take a stone, throw towards the tiger, and make some hisses noise as if it is a dog. And trust me, with this confidence, the tiger will run away. Where did you get this confidence? When you have been born and brought up in jungle for years and years, how did you get that confidence to to make a tiger run away from you? Is because your consistent assessments in identifying, judging the techniques or the tactics of handling a tiger or any wild animal builds a consistency of creates a consistency of learning for you. And those consistent assessments and learning helps you to build competency in managing or surviving inside a jungle. And your consistency, commitment to learning, and builds competence brings confidence. Your confidence lies in your past consistent assessment, commitment to learning, and competence you built across these years. Without taking much of the time, MyAnatomy is basically a skill assessment platform and helps employers to find the best of the best candidate. With this, we have got several experiences working with 500 plus corporates, understanding their requirement, how they wanted a candidate to be. Then we realize that why not we have uh, We create a program which can help students to elevate based on the corporate expectations and create a certain programs. In this, I would like to tell you, Aman and Akanksha, who joined as an intern and has spent good time with us, have built excellent programs and projects for the student to elevate themselves in the career. Today, our job is not to help you just for learning to get a job. Our job is you should start learning to create jobs. Hence, I will not take much of the time. The time is ticking, and I want Aman and Akanksha to take the stage, guide you. They are excellent. They come from a very, very humble background, but the way they have taken up this project, they are helping millions and millions of students within. Post Aman and Akanksha tell you or guide you through, tour you through the technical aspects of building a project. I think Ansu or some of my team member will also take you through how MyAnatomy through its NCT Plus program, various employability program, helps you not to get a job, but to build your own company, build your own project, and create jobs. So if you can create jobs, you think getting a job is not a big task for you. Thank you so much for joining today. Uh, I wish Aman and Akanksha a great job to do today. I wish you do well, and everyone should learn today. Thank you so much, Aman. Deb, you would like to say something, or you would like to hand over to Aman and Akanksha. In the meantime, I will sip some coffee, and I hope your Sunday, 2 hours Sunday, is not just a mug of coffee or a mug of beer for you. Uh, you know, uh, a bucket of knowledge and session you will take in these 2 hours. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. So students will start with today's project without wasting any time. But I want to request one thing to all of you. Please don't ask for certificates in the chat. We will definitely send it for all of those candidates, those who will be sticking till the end of this session and would be learning the entire process. We'll also share these codes with you. Don't worry about the codes. Don't keep asking about it in the chat. Usually this happens. So please focus on this entire session. We will send you the codes. We will also give you certificates. And after that, we have a surprise gift for people. But what is the condition and all that will be told to you later on. Now let's start with today's session for which we all have assembled here. So let's begin. So Aman and Akansha, over to you. Waiting for this amazing session.
Thank you very much, sir, and thank you, Chinmay sir,
Before
for your
Aman, you
kind words.
start, Aman, before you start, I just wanted to wish
Yes,
you
sir.
well again. Do a good job, and
Thank you,
everyone
sir.
do a good, keep going and do something great today. I have to leave this call. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All the best. My name is
Thank
Chinmay
you, sir.
Kumar Das. You wanted to search me in LinkedIn, you can search me in LinkedIn. I would also be keen to see how many profile searches happening today for me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So, hello everyone. How are you? So, a very warm welcome to today's sessions. Thank you all for joining in. I am very excited that I am before you all today and giving you a technical aspect what is going into the today's industry world and in the tech industry. So before I get started, I want to know one thing from all of you that how many are you from the third year and how many are you from the fourth year. So I am raising one poll. So please answer in that. Okay. This session will be a very interactive session. So be with me. So I have raised one poll. It is on your screen. So please answer. Okay, 66% have voted. Okay.
We have people from final year MC as well. Great, great. I mean, for them it's a tricky question whether to write third year or fourth year. But final year MC people. Great, great Aditya Raj.
So I see that 68% approximately are from the final year and 17 to 20% are from the third year. So that's great. Final year are approaching for the placement activities. So it will be very helpful for them to for getting the placement opportunities. after this session. So let me introduce myself. My name is Aman, and with me is my colleague Akansha. We both work as a software developer at MyAnatomy, as Chinmay sir has already told you. So, without wasting the time, so firstly, I will tell you when I was a college student, it was not more than 2 years. I have passed out from 2023 batch. So, when I was a college student, I was confused about choosing what tech I moved to forward, whether to take a money stack or whether to take a spring boot, because these two technology are a boon for a tech nowadays. So I have taken many career counseling calls from NIET, KIT, and many more colleges. So there also the student mostly asked, "Sir, please tell me in which tech I should move, whether Money Stack or whether Java Spring Boot." I think the students or the audience which have joined here today are also confused about this in having a fourth year only. So I hope this is very common for all of you nowadays as a college student, even not for a college students. It is very confusing for the freshers also who have joined the company till now. So how I decided, I will say to you. I have decided based on the five major key topics, which I will tell you. The major key topics are language. Second is learning curve. Third is speed of development. And third is community support. And last one, that all we want is job. Because we all do BTech, BCA, and everything to get a wonderful job and wonderful knowledge for their career growth, for our career growth also. So why language? Language is a keyword. In one stack, I think all of you are familiar with the JavaScript, because from the first year to final year, we usually taught and our college usually taught JavaScript only. That is a major language where we only study. And in also in ninth class and 10th class, I used to study JavaScript and HTML and CSS. And there was one subject called computer science in class 10th CBSC, which plays a major role in my life to participate in that. So usually I am very afraid how I can write the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, because I don't have prior knowledge of that even in class 10th also. But I have interest and I have chosen BTech. After that, the journey begins. So why language? MERN uses only JavaScript. That means front end, back end, even database interaction can be done only one language, which is called JavaScript. You do not have to switch to another language, first of all. Second is why Spring is very complex. Spring uses Java plus SQL plus HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you need to manage multiple languages for having to develop on a Spring Boot. So that is the difference between a MERN stack and Spring Boot. I'm not saying Spring Boot is not necessary. It is necessary, but in that place where it is necessary, I will tell you. What is learning curve? So according to the MERN, MERN is very easier to start with. You can learn and build projects quickly. Spring is very complex and need Java and OOPS concept, which makes it harder for beginners. So I think you most of you are from third year 20% and fourth year 70%. So I think in the first year and second year we used to taught C++, and in the second year we used to taught Java. In the third year we used to taught MERN, and in the fourth year we used to give the guidelines to build a project using one of them. And most of the students are not familiar which tech is very useful for us and to which tech stack we should move forward. So very much distracting, very much confusing. I also face the same problem, so I am discussing before you. So now it is very much important, we should be very clear what to have after the placement, so that our 1 year or 2 years in the tech industry should be very smooth in learning that technology only. So speed of development of MERN is very fast prototyping, and you have interview after 2 days, and I said that you have to build a very beautiful project and you have to showcase on next Tuesday. So what will you do? First thing you will have in your mind that which tech should I prefer so that the project should be built very fastly. So I recommend you MERN is very a great fast prototyping, perfect for hackathons and college projects and startups also. So most of the startups usually prefer MERN stack for building the scalable software and projects also. Spring is powerful, but it is slower to set up and more configurable heavy because it requires many Spring libraries, Spring dependencies, and many other things. Most of the laptops does not support IntelliJ also, and most of the college student does not know how to run a Java project on the VS Code because Java usually we have to taught on the IntelliJ, and we are in the habit of doing that. And also one thing, most of the students are very friendly with the VS Code use for the money stack. So I will talk about later. And community support for the money stack is very good. You can ask on the Telegram, Discord channels. The support for day to night is very well available there only. Spring has a strong support too, but mostly focused on the enterprise level. So we mainly focuses on the money stack. So last, like what you are focusing, I also focus for my career growth is job. MERN developers are in very high demand right now, especially in startups and product companies. So like most of the companies which are in of product based and most of the companies which are of service based, they usually build their projects in the MERN stack. Why? Because the MERN stack having the capability for having the scalable, they do not stuck anywhere. They have the option to scale together using the different microservices, different things, different features, different ideology. Like I can say that MongoDB, no SQL architecture, it is supporting. We can support SQL also, but no SQL architecture with Manistang is very wonderful. So these are the main aspects which I can say that MERN stack is very much important and very much booming for the tech industry nowadays. Spring is also, but it has a different use cases. So simple conclusion, I can say that if you want to build quick and resume ready, industry relevant projects, MERN is the right choice. If you want to go deeply into the enterprise level, you can learn Spring as your career growth. Okay. So tell me honestly, if you had to build your final year projects in 2 months, would you like pick a month or a spring? So you can answer this on the chat only. So which of you will like to choose what? Money stack or other things? Okay, most of the answers I am getting is month. Okay, month, spring. Okay, money stack. That's good. Money stack is higher than the spring. Okay, let's move forward. So now today we are not going to talk about the theories, but we actually we will relate to the theory and live examples according to the how we are living into the world and how tech industry is relating to us. We actually going to build something exciting together live with you. And yes, stay to the end because as Devajyoti sir has already told you that we will also give a surprise gift and participation certificate. So there is one twist. There will be one quiz at the end who will be there, and top three winners will get a surprise gift from MyAnatomy team. And everyone attending the full session will receive a participation certificate also. So stay till the end with us. So now what exactly we are building today? I am moving to that. We are building an AI study assistant using the MERN stack plus Gemini API integration according to the industry standard folder structures and guidelines, which I will tell you how they are used to taught the freshers to manage the folder structures and code standards, which are basically written into the production ready projects. So what this tool does, it will summarize your notes, create quick practice quizzes for revision also. So I know you all are from colleges only. Okay. So when I was in fourth year or third year now, so I used to mainly focus on the practical knowledge. But due to college environment or something, I think classes structure, I usually get 4 to 5 hours only at night to study the practical knowledge. Other than that, I usually go to the college and listen the theory classes, and sometimes I slept into the classroom also because I don't like theory at all. So I want to that how many of you are finding the theory harder or practical easy? So I am raising a poll. This stat will be very helpful for me to move forward. So there is one poll on your screen. Please answer. Okay, 60% practicals and 40% theory. Okay, the ratio is approximately same, 60 and 40. But one thing I want to tell you from this ratio, like 41%, 59%, if you are more focusing on the theory now and not doing the practical part, then you will be very lazy, because in the today's world and today's era of the tech industry, something new and new are arising day to day, and if we are not focusing on the practical part now, then something we are lagging behind. So I think we should more focuses on the practical part rather than the theory. Theory is very much important, but the ratio should be 80 and 20. For getting something theoretical part, I usually prefer theory, but more and more I learn from the practical things, because typing and doing the things by my own hands is very useful to remember whole of the life. But theory is mugging the thing and usually forgot after 2 hours. So I will tell you one thing about a story. Like in my first year or second year, I had subjects like operating system and computer networking. I think all of you have also computer system and a computer network. These were full of theory. Okay, and I honestly say, I honestly hated mugging up things, and I usually to forget the things after 2 hours. So before exam, I often felt stressed. So what did I do? I used to copy paste the notes into the Google and ask for summaries and generate small quizzes. Why I do this? I use this because to revise the topics faster and link topics together. Like this keyword is used for this topic, this keyword is used for this topic. So in exam, I used to relate that keyword and write my own answers. That is my own practical thinking. Like I used to write all the practical things in front of the theory, and I am getting the good marks also. So honestly, I think most of the you are preferring having the BTech sessions, and in the BTech or BCA, most of the students are now famous. Like one day, one night before exams, and they study and they rock. So this is the very powerful and very much important for the students to study one night before and get a wonderful marks. So I realize many students feel the same. Theory is tough, but practicals make sense. That's why today we will build this AI study assistant step by step. One exciting thing I want to tell you. Day before yesterday, I was checking LinkedIn. I usually check the LinkedIn for the better idea how my colleagues are building the things, which with technology. So I came across a post about a platform with integrated system design tools. It made me wonder, they are building such things so quickly with their knowledge. I doubted myself, like I am very lagging in the technology. Then I remember this is only possible through AI tools integration with actual technology like MERN stack, mean stack. Remember my word, I have used AI tools integration, not saying that copy pasting from the chat GPT. Most of the students I listen in my words, in my ear also, like, sir, I will use to copy paste from the chat GPT and the project will be ready from 2 to 3 days. Then I used to say that student, like, if you copy paste from the chat GPT, then you don't be able to explain to the interviewer. And before also, to the 3 to 4 years back, only the interviewer asks about the practical knowledge. He only focuses on your answers. He only focuses on the projects you have built today. He only focuses on the not the theory part, like most of the FANG companies today asking the DSA questions. But there are one round which is called system design round, in which they ask about the practical things, which tech stack you mainly used, like MERN or Spring, and they used to tell you, like, build something special with the help of this technology which you know. So system design round is very much important for the students nowadays also. So just copy pasting from the chat GPT is not a solution for getting the things or knowledge together. So by the end, you will see how to make your own projects like this. Now, before we start, tell me in the chat, according to the talk I have did to now, how is your Josh for learning today? I am raising the poll. Okay. So you can answer in the chat only. How's the Josh for learning something new today for your side? So we will mainly focus on the practical part. Theory, I think you all know. Okay. So you want something to learn very new today. So that's very important for us and my colleague Akansha also. So bear with us, and also at the last. So in my time, were no sessions conducted like this, like today MyAnatomy has conducted. There were no senior interaction also in my time. We used to research on the Google, like Wipro is hiring, so what type of questions they ask. If Amazon is hiring, what type of questions they ask. We usually do now also, but today is the session and era of the referrals from the LinkedIn, and we ask about our alumni and seniors, like, sir, how the company is asking in the interviews, can you guide me? This type of things are usually happening today, and this is very much important for the college student to interact with your seniors. They will guide you. So I will tell you some career tips at the end, like life after placement, pros and cons of the tech industry, how to survive and grow in this AI driven world. Don't be afraid. I am telling you one thing, like, you are making the projects very happily, and you have represented to the interviewer also. If that project doesn't include the AI tool means AI tool integration like Gemini API key, Chat GPT API key, or something new like Versal API key for making the designs, then this project is not variable at all. You have heard a news that Microsoft and Google has lay off their employees. Why? What's the reason behind it? The reason is only that they are having the most of the knowledge, and everything they know. I totally agree, and I totally support that people who are getting layoff from the Microsoft and Google. But one thing now, the company and most of the startups and most of the FANG companies know today is the world of AI, and AI can do everything. But this is not a perfect answer that most of the companies give. I think AI, with the help of AI, we can wonder, we can make everything, we can do everything. But totally depending on the AI, I don't agree by myself. So that's the reason I will share you some career tips. So how to survive and grow in the AI driven world at the end. So stay tuned till the end. You won't regret it. Akansha, hand over to you now.
So yeah, hello everyone. Myself Akansha Mishra. I hope you all are doing well. So these days, many students use AI to build their projects, but in real job, it's not that much simple because fixing and scaling the AI code is not that much easy. And I can say it's the worst experience because when you don't know what AI has generated, so it is really complex to debug. And so I can say that AI is to help us, not to replace us. And yes, it also makes mistakes. There are lots of AI agents are coming day by day in the market. But yeah, they are not 100% accurate. And I can say they are not even 50 to 60% accurate. So now let me tell you something interesting. There are three big facts about that most of the people don't know about. So just cooling the giant computer that runs AI can use as much water as an entire country like Denmark needs in a year. And training one big AI model can create more pollution than 5 cars in their entire life. And running ChatGPT every day uses as much electricity as a small town. So it's shocking, right? So there are really big things. So that's why we need to use AI wisely as a helper, not as a shortcut. So now let's take a ride to a project creation journey with the help of AI. I'm sharing my screen. So yeah. So in today's session, we are going to create AI study assistant, which is a full stack MERN application with the help of we are using Gemini API also there. So why we have to learn the MERN? So according to me, if you want to earn, so you have to learn the MERN. Okay. So jokes apart, guys. I have chosen the MERN stack for this project because it is one of the most in-demand technology in the industry right now. While working on it, you will not only learn how modern web applications are built, but also get a project that is aligned with the current market trends, and I'll make sure that you will get a good project at the end of this session so that you can also present that project in your placement rounds also. So this will be really helpful for you all guys. Okay, so let me show which tech stack we are using. So for the front end, we are using React Redux toolkit and React Redux Axios CSS. And for the backend purpose, we are using Node plus Express, MongoDB, Mongoose, .env package, Bcrypt, JWT, and Google Generative AI package basically. And for the for the AI, we are currently integrating the Gemini API key for the summarization and quiz generation. So what will be the workflow of the this project? So basically, first we will create one login and registration page. After that, we will create a page for the study session where a student can put his notes and get the summary and the quizzes. So we will create that page also. A student can attempt the quiz, so we have to create that particular flow also. And after that, we will show the result to the student, and we will also keep the track of the history. For example, currently a student is learning chapter 1. After that, he or she will move to the chapter 2. So at that time, when he want to recap the chapter 1, so he can go to the history section and can recap the all the things from that history session. Why? Because we are keeping the track of all the histories there. Okay. And for the database, so what is database? So if you know about the database, so it is really good. If you don't know, so database is a place where we will store our data. So firstly, we are creating a login and sign up page. So for this purpose, we have to store the data of user. So firstly, we will create one user model, and after that, we will create a study session model where we will keep the track like which user has created the history so that we can according to the user we can fetch all the history of that user. And after that we will also store the result, what summary is generated from the notes and what the quiz we have given to the student. So we will keep the all the text. And if you want to set up the project, So for the backend setup, you can use these commands and follow these steps for the backend setup. And for the front end, you can use these commands. But I really feel hectic for setting up a full project in my computer because there are lots of the things which I really mash up. In fact, I am in a college, so there was my friend and he was learning the Munstack, but he stopped learning the Munstack because he was unable to create the MongoDB and Express connection, and he stopped the learning.
Akansha, you are on mute. Just
Um,
yeah.
my screen is visible. Let me share it again. Sorry, guys. Actually, there is network issue. For
Okay.
today's
Okay, again. Sorry. Continue.
yeah, for today project, we are going to use this platform for Sandbox Pro. Basically, it already has lots of projects, and if you want some mini projects, you can go to this. And in my project section, I can create my project. Here is one option, React plus Node, and I can create my project. Difficulty level I can choose according to me. And the second thing of choosing this platform is that I can make collaborative project also, so that me and my colleague can work together in a same project in a real time and without any time lapse. So we don't have dependency of each other. We can create our own code in it, and we can directly deploy it also directly in the cloud, because we are providing the uh, cloud platform for your project, so you don't need to worry about the deployment and all the things. So it is complete. So now I have already created one project and make and I have already sent the collaboration request to my colleague. I can click on this invite button. uh, I can like search someone from here. Uh, so can you please share the doc for the project setup to the student?
Sure.
Yeah. So I can select anyone which I want to choose for the invitation, and by clicking on invite, the invitation will send. Currently, he has accepted my invitation. So in collaborators list, I am getting the name of sir, and I want to ask one question. How many of you are aware about the Stack, or do you have created any project or anything else? Do you have any idea, or you are new to Stack?
So please mention if you
A
are
poll
new
has
or
been
you
raised
mixed
for this.
with code. Yes, great.
Okay. So 48 to 50% are familiar with the React.js and Node.js, and 44% are not familiar with the React and Node.js. Akansha.
So don't worry, who are new to React.js and Node.js. So there is one section which is known as resources. learning resources, we have given React and Node documentation there. So you can also go through this. And we have also provided one chat panel. We can directly chat in real time with my all the collaborators. So here it is. It is already provided one basic initial folder structure for my project. So here is one index.js file, which is basically which is basically an entry point to my application for the server, and app.js is a entry point for the front end. And in config, there is one code for the DB connection, so you don't need to worry about the database connection. And uh, you just have to put .env like environment variables here. I have already put the environment variable. For example, MongoDB URI. If you want your MongoDB URI, so you can go to Atlas, and there are lots of free clusters. You can use their storage for your project, and it's worth fine. Um, so you can all the time you are investing for the setup and doing all the things. So yeah, let's move to the project creation. So as I have already told you, I want to create two models there. Like I want to create two collections. So for this, I am creating models folder here, and the first file which will I will create is user.js. Okay. So the preview of our website should be look like this. This is our login page. This is our sign up page. And when we click on login, it will look like this. And we can write any notes here. And we will also have the history section, which I have already generated. So this is the summarization of my notes. And here is the quiz, and I can attempt it also. So this is what we are going to create in this session. So yeah. So firstly, I have to create user.js. Basically, I'll define one schema for user model. So I'll use Mongoose there, which is basically a ODM. ODM means object data modeling. MongoDB basically supports schema-less architecture. So, if we want to define some schema so that our Express can validate if the data is valid or not, so we can define schema for the MongoDB using this ODM. And the one most important thing which I like about this product is it also gives me AI suggestion during my project creation. So I'll now register this model to the schema. Uh, so yeah, so I already get it. And sorry, here it should be. Now, another thing is I want to create it as a unique field. Why we are creating it as a unique field? One person should have only one account using one email. So that's why I'm creating it unique. Only a unique email address can be added here. Yeah. So after that, my user.js is completed. I have created the model, and now I'll create another folder for services, and another for controllers. We will talk about the purpose of this folder. Uh, routes. Yeah, that's it. So we have created controllers, routes, and services. So basically, why I have created these folders. So routes will be like a destination where we want to send our request. Okay. So routes, basically it is, and in services we will write all the logic regarding. Basically, it will interact with the model and provide us the data what we want to need. And controllers work as a middleware between routes and the services. Uh, basically it will get the business logic and using services it will execute. For example, it wants data of a user, so it will directly call the service for the for getting the user data, and we will done with this. So for controllers, I am creating for first controller for the registration. So I am creating auth controller here. All the stuff regarding authentication will be written here. Sorry, the file name is correct. We
Okay.
can delete our file also.
Akansha, just 1 second. Just give me 1 second. So I am getting a lot of messages in which people are asking about the like codes, or people are asking to go slow. See, for all you guys, don't worry. See, within 2 hours we have to complete this, or else most of you won't have time to be throughout this session. So after this session, only for the students who will be present till the end, in a mail we will be sharing with you certificates, and also we will be sharing with you the recording of this video. In case you are unable to follow, just keep listening, try to understand as much as you can during this session, and after the session we will definitely share with you the recording, so you won't have any challenges. Don't worry guys, don't worry. Please, over to you, Akansha.
Okay. So I'm creating the controller here. So Aman sir is already in the collaboration, so he can create the auth services until I'll complete the controller part. Okay. So sir, can you please create the service for the authentication for registration
Sure,
session? Okay.
sure, Akansha. And the audience and college students who are there here. Now I will show you how to consume the time here. Now I will make the auth services and Akansha is making the auth controller. We both will work together in the same project. So by this way, now you can also make the project in the collaborative mode, so that you can build the project in 2 hours or 3 years rather than spending the more 7 to 8 hours. So that's the benefit of the Sandbox Pro. Uh, like we can work in the collaborative mode also.
So in controller level, we are getting the two callbacks. First one is request, second one is the response. So we will move forward and I'll talk about this later. So like I am creating one try block here.
Akansha, can you open the file or services
Yeah,
side by
I,
side so that they can be easily get what I am writing?
yeah, okay.
Sure.
So I'm using here register user service, this service created. Here, what I am doing in try block, I have written the logic for calling the services. If there is any error or any runtime problem we are getting, so we are catching that particular problem, and we will send a message like actual error message, or I'll handle the at each case like a registration fail, so that if I'll not get any error message, so by default this message will be sent to the front end. Uh, I think we have already written. Until I define the route for the registration. So firstly, I have to import the express, um, and then import. So what is this file is saying? Firstly, I will move to index.js. There we have created one setup like uh, we are instantiating the express tab. Basically, this file is like this line indicates like when you book any Ola and Uber, it will drop you to your desired destination. So same thing it will do. It will route all. It will redirect us to the particular route which we are wanted to go. So, for example, I have written slash register here. So, this register controller will now handle this request. We will get all the stuff here like request what we are sending from the front end, and we are directly sending the body. In body, we will get email, name, and password. So now I am calling this register user. We will send it to the service. Firstly, we are checking is this user is already present in our DB or not. If it is present, so we will send it like a user already exists. And the second thing, we are encrypting like we are hashing our all the password. We will not allow us to uh, save our all the password in a plain text. So we are using here salting. So what is salt? We will add some dummy characters after and before, maybe in any place. We can store it we will add some dummy characters in our password so that our actual string cannot be predictable. So this is our hash password. We are getting hash password and concentrate on my word. I am saying hashing, not encryption. Encryption is different and hashing is different. Encrypted text can be decrypted, but a hash password cannot be decrypted easily because I'm saying because if you generate a hash of a string, uh, it will produce one string, and after that for the same string then you are trying again to get a hash, it will really give another hash for this. So it is not predictable कि what is the string, what is the plain text we have given in this. So this is what we are using hashing. We can only verify the hash and nothing we can do. So now, if I'll get the hash password, so I am now creating a record of user in our DB. So for first, I have storing name, email, and password. And for password, I am using the hash password here. When my record will create, so I'll get a particular record ID. So I am sending it to the front end, name and email, and I'll generate the token, and I'll send the user ID to the front end. So, like a token to the front end, what is generate token? So for the validation, for the authentication, we are using JWT. Basically, it is a JSON web token. We are using this token whenever we want to access the private API. For example, here I am storing the ID in the my JWT token so that I can verify which user request is coming to me by decrypting that particular token. And in this JWT secret, we have already stored this JWT secret in our .env file. So this is the secret. So we are using it to decrypt it to our plain text, and we have given the validity to our token is 30 days. After the 30 days, it will get invalid. So we have given the expire time. So here it is. We have completed our registration flow, and now we will create the login flow. Sir, can you please create the login service?
Sure, Akansha.
It has already given me the code. Login, uh, here is 187, code const login. Yeah, so as I have already told you what is the purpose of try catch block. So I am sending the default message like login failed if anything done unexpected in this block. So what I am doing here, like in login user, uh, uh, I'll verify the details of the user and then send the token to the front end. Now I'll create one route for it. And here is the format option also, so we can use it. Now we will export our router also. So we are exporting our router from here and in index.js we will import our router. So importing the router. And now I'll tell my app to use this router. So for example, my prefix of my all the routes in this is API slash route, then register, and API slash route, then login. So I can reach to this particular route and get the data. So all APIs for the authentications are completed. Here is the login user flow. So what we are doing here, as I have already told you that we can't decrypt the hash. So what we are doing, we are comparing our hash password with the password which is provided by the user. And here, firstly, I am getting like, is the particular user is present or not in our database. If it is present and password matches, so we will send the details of the user along with the token. So this is what we are doing for the authentication. So now I am handing over to Aman sir to carry forward for the front end part. So thank you.
Sure, Akansha. I'm representing my screen. Okay. So everyone, now backend part is already done for the authentication. So before moving to the front end part, I will collapse the backend folder. So before moving to the front end part, why I have given you something like we used to build this project using the MERN stack. So backend is used to develop using the Node.js and Express.js, and frontend is used to develop with the React.js. So why what is important? Why we are preferring React.js? So I think most of you are knowing that what are the benefits of getting the project in the React.js. So before get started, I also used to tell why React.js? React.js, I usually used to prefer because of the rendering time. Because in React.js, it mainly deal with the virtual time. If I say no, like there is one button on my screen, view tool. If I click on this button, then only this part should be rendered, not the whole part page should be rendered. So what is the that's the benefit of using the React.js, like in which you are clicking, that should be only affected, not the whole page. So this will experience the candidates who are using and the user who are using your product. They will not get irritated. Like if you are clicking on this button, then whole page should be refreshed, or something else should be refreshed if you are clicking on this area only. So that is the main difference. Now I will tell you what is the folder structure of the front end in the industry standard and guidelines. So I will close the backend files and open the app.js. Okay, for the React.js, The main entry point will be the app.js, and the folder structure will be components store. So we will be using these two components only, components and store, and app.js will be our main entry file with the sandbox provided. And main application.js will be our main application logic. We will be integrating all the components into this component only. So before get started, I used to say that what is component and what is store. So I will be relating to your real life example. So components folder. Here all the components will be listed which we are going to build. So you have a one question like what are the components and what we are going to build, how they are decided. So they are decided based on the business logics and user feedback. Now I am building a project in front of you, and any one of you are saying that sir, there will be one component like a quiz system in this also. The quiz system requirement has been come from the you guys only. And something like the Vijay sir has said me, like Aman, there should be one history component, like a student has created a history so that they can be retaken the history on after onwards also. The requirement has been come from the business side. So that's the thing. Like if any requirement and anything coming from the user side and business side, this all will be listed to the components logic only. Like in the backend, if any logic coming from the business side or the user side, we are listing to the controller level. So before moving forward, I will told you what is the relationship between the components, store, and all of them. So why we are choosing the reactor? In the reactor, it is very famous. Like components are divided into the many subcomponents. Like I will make the main application.js. In the main application.js, I will not write code other than 300 to 400 lines, because writing the code above the 400 lines will make our front end code very slow. And that I am not guessing. This figure is already written in many books, and many YouTubers or any many expert also has raised this query that writing the code above 400 lines making is making our front end code very slow. So remember, in the interviewer, if you will tell this line now that front end code should not exceed 400 lines, it will be impressed by you. So this knowledge is only told by our industry experts only, because they usually face this problem in the production ready codes. So I have split the main application into sub application. Like Akansha has built the authentication code in the backend. I used to build the authentication code for the front end. So I for the college project, when I was in college time, I used to declare the files very easily. I click on the components, click on the add file, and I will write auth.js without thinking about the any parent components, nothing else. But not in the industry. Industry requires something special, like it should be clear to other person, like it is part of which member. Like auth.js is a part of authentication, not it is a part of quiz system. So I will inside the components, it is a business logic and the user logic. Like we have to build the authentication part. In the authentication folder, I will write the auth.js and auth.css. Here, auth.css I am using, but most of the industries and startup uses the auth.module.css. What is the difference between normal css and module.css? The difference is only that if I will use auth.css, it will be applicable all over the code which you have written in your project. But if you write auth.module.css, it will only be applicable to that file only in which auth.css is present, not to the outer project that you have built. So most of the time, I have faced one problem. Like I have written one CSS in the global side, and when I used to do go with the release, then I saw that this CSS is affecting the whole website, and I go into the thinking why. Then I research on the Google. Then I saw that if you write module.css, then it will only be applicable to the file which in which it was imported. So, but due to the lack of time, I will use auth.css, but I have given you the information like in the industry, auth.module.css is very much applicable. So, this is the component structure. Now, there is one concept in the front end which is called global store and a local store. So, I will be relating this on the basis of your real life example. Like you are eating something and you are eating something in your own room because there were online classes and I am relating to myself only. My mother is used to give some snacks in my own room because there was online classes and online job. So I usually used to be alone in the room. So she comes and give me the snacks and she move outward and close the door. So I am restricted to that area only, that room only. I cannot move myself to other another room where all of them are sitting, because first reason is that I cannot move due to my online classes or online job. Second reason is that I cannot prefer the heavy area where all of them are sitting because of the disturbance. So there is one difference, like the door is closed and I cannot be moved to another room due to some restrictions. That restriction is local variables or local store, where you are only there. You cannot move to another thing, another room, or you cannot move, or you cannot call anyone. So here the local store is usually a one room system where you can pass the things through window. You can pass the things through the child component, but you cannot pass the things to the parent component. You cannot give the things to your mother, but the mother can give you the things. That's the difference between the local thing and global. Now I am not doing anything. I am sitting in the drawing room and my mother came. I can move to my own room, I can move to another room, I can move to my brother's room. So I can move everywhere. So that's the difference between the global store or global variable. Like I can alone move to anywhere which room requires me. So that is the difference between the store, local store and the global store. So store requires that the variables which we want all over the project will be passed through this store, and the variables which we use to declare on the local level, component level, is called the local variables. I will show you both the examples. So Sandbox provides the global store configuration. So I will move to that. Okay. So for global store, which is a concept called state management in the industry and in the all over the concept of the React JS also, there is one concept called state management, which is managed to the Redux. I think you all know about the Redux. So Redux is the concept of managing the things at the global level, and the library which is supported to the Redux is Redux Toolkit. So I will import this library so it will not be give the error. This is the front end dependencies. I will add the dependencies. I am remembering the version of this 1.9.5. If you don't remember the version, you can add a latest label here also. I'm added. The library is already added here. And the Redux toolkit is supported by the React Redux. So I will also add React Redux here. I don't know the version, so I am adding the latest label here. Clicking on the add. So all two libraries are already added, Redux toolkit and React Redux. Okay, so moving to the code. So here, configure store. As I have said now, like you are sitting in a drawing room and you can accessible to all the rooms which are present in your house. So this configure store, what it will do, it will gather all the things which are present at the global level and separated by the reducer level. So it will combine all the things. Like I have written the configure store. In the configure store, I have written the reducer logic, reducer, and I will access the auth reducer, authentication reducer through auth keyword. Like I will tell you how I can access that. But before this, for the global, there is three concept involved in the state management. State management means global store. First concept is reducer level. Second is thunk layer. Third is service layer. So, what is the coordination and relationship between this? So, I will tell you this all the theory part. I will not explain later. You then we will move to the pure coding part only. For your knowledge and for your interview preparation, I am giving you some tips. So, for the first of all, component will connect it to the thunk layer. Thunk layer will call you the service layer. Service layer will call to the reducer layer. Service layer will call to again to the thunk layer, and again thunk layer will call to the reducer layer. Now your question will be how backend is connected to all of them. Now I missed one thing. I told you component is connected to the thunk layer. Thunk is connected to the service layer. Service layer calls the backend API, which Akansha has made. The calling of backend API will be through the service layer, which I will show you. This will be another file. And again, the response which will be getting through the service layer will be passed to the thunk layer. Thunk layer will pass all the things to the reducer layer. And reducer layer is only the thing where the global variables are defined, where we used to store all the things. So all the powers are gathered into the reducer layer, and the configure store will help you to gather all the reducers, all the small reducers and combine to the store level. Like usually we have a store at our home where we used to kept all the things together, and at a occasion like Diwali and Holi, we used to keep come back the things and keep the things alone after passing the days of the festivals. So that is the main difference between the configure store and all of the things. So I think the reducer logic and the service logic and thunk layer is clear to you. Now moving to the another concept like promises. What are promises? So I have told you thunk calls the service layer calls the backend. Now backend is not a genius thing. It can fail also, it can pass also, or sometimes there is very much load, like it will go into the pending state also. So how all three things can be managed at a one time? So we don't have to think about all this. This all three things are managed using the redux and the promises. Promises have three states: pending, fulfilled, and rejected. These are all interrelated to our API sessions. So, pending means like API is not attending any response, it is moving, it is searching into the backend part. Fulfilled means API has returned you the data with the status code of 200. Rejected means API has written the data, but it has given you the error like 500, 403, and anything like internal server error, bad request, anything like into the error part. So if error comes, it will move to the rejected part. If any things like fulfilled state, anything comes, it will move to the fulfilled part. And if no response from the backend, like backend server is not reachable, anything else, it will move to the front end part. So all this is managed to the reducer level only. So I have created one slices. Like this is my main auth reducer. Here thunk layer is added. So Akansha had made two APIs login and register. For the login, we have make a thunk layer. Like it is a normal function. Okay, don't think like what is a thunk layer. It is a normal function where we used to have a Redux concept. Create async thunk. Async, I think you all know the JavaScript concept. So for promise, async is very much needed for waiting the result. So create async thunk is provided from the React Redux, and we will have a name for this thunk layer like auth slash login user. It is used for the login user part only. We will have a email ID and password. Usually all the login form has email and password. So try const is equal to data, and we are calling the service layer. here. So I will show you what is, I will tell you what will be the service layer here. And after getting the data from the service layer, we used to pass the data to the reducer layer. So thank layer work is already completed. It is used to call service layer from line number 9. And after getting the response from line number 9, we used to pass the data to the reducer level. Again, we have done the same thing in the register user. We have called the service layer from line number 23. And after getting the response from line number 23, we are passing the data to the reducer level, which is line number 25. So all this we have managed the try catch, because if any errors come, then it will move to the catch level. And we have rejected the catch with the registration field, please try again. And if login field, please try again. So these are the thunk layer we have managed. So I am collapsing this. So I have talked about the reducer where all the global variables are declared for the particular slice. So I am making the auth slice. So auth slice variables are needed. Akansha has while making the API, backend API controller level, auth controller. So Akansha has written the user data to the front end. So I want to store all the user data onto into the front end part. So in the auth slice, I have declared one variable like user, and I will grab all the user data from the local storage, because you have checked that after getting the data from line number 9 in the login user, I am storing the data into the line number into the local storage from line number 10. Local storage dot get set item user or json.stringify, because the data is already in the encrypted form. We have a loader variable, because if the API is in pending state, we used to show something to the user like loading or something else you can show. We have to store the error also from the backend. If any errors come, you have to show that error only. Now the main reducer logic, create slice. It is a part of React Redux toolkit. Name auth initial state. We have declared the initial state above only like this. And there are two concepts here: normal reducer, extra reducer. So in the you have seen the concept of getter and setter methods. So getter and setter methods are usually a normal functions which we use to declare into the reducer file, reducer portion, reducer, uh, curly bracket. Logout is a normal function which does not involve promises. So I have written into the normal function part, and the things like calling the service layer and all, it is a promise involving functions. So I have written into the extra reducers. In the extra reducers, there is one concept like builder dot add case. Like if the thunk layer is going into the pending case, then pending logic will be executed, like loader variable will be to error will be null. And if thunk is moving to the fulfill state, then fulfill logic will be executed. If thunk is executed into the rejected state, then rejected logic will be executed. So in the fulfill state, we are storing the user data, because if the API is fulfilled no without any errors, then we are getting the proper data here. In the rejected, we all know if rejected is there, then we will not get the user data, we will get the error. So state dot error is equal to action dot payload. So this is the main use case of writing the promises thunk functions into the extra reducer, and the functions involving the getter setter will be written inside the reducer level only. So, like this only, we used to follow in the tech industry also. We used to declare all the thunk layer, initial state, and auth layer. So these are only managed in the auth slice. Like sometimes now, I used to say the code cannot reach to the 400 to 500. So you can split this thunk to another folder file. You can split this initial state to another file. You can split this auth logic to another file by and combine, make one index.js and combine all these three files into one, so that small files can make a big file only. So that rendering time can also be small, and it is a small project, so it has only involved 79 nines only. So I have made all the logic in one file only. So this is the main thing. Auth slice has been done. So I'm closing the backend part. I'm closing the dependencies, and I'm closing this. So now how to configure, like I have told you, know how to pass the global variables to all the components. It's not a magic that I have declared the Redux and it now it's responsibility that it will do all the things by your own. No, we have to integrate that this store to our own components. Like these are the components we use to manage all the global variables data to into these components only. So app.js, here it is the main entry file for React.js. Now what I will do, I will just declare the integrate the store into our component like import provider. Provider is also provided from the React Redux. And one more important thing of the sandbox is now it provide me the auto suggestions. Like I usually forget the syntax part, so it help very much help me for reminding me. Yes, you are doing the wrong thing. I will suggest you the right part. So provider is that thing like for our like in our home there are 2 to 3 layers of building. In that there is one roof at the bottom and one is there is one chat at the top of the house, which provide us the stability for the ground floors and first floor and second floor. So provider is something like this only. It will provide the all the data to the app.js, and app.js is integrated with all the components layer main app, and it will circulate all the data to all of the components. So that's the purpose of provider here. Now I am importing the store because all the data is already stored in this store only. So I will this index.js. What index.js is the file, store index.js. Now error comes. Okay, no issues. We will ignore the error. Now we have main application from main app. It is also provided from the sandbox only. And after this, we will return the main logic, how provider works. It will return, we will add a provider layer. Provider store is equal to store. This is very much important for making a project to use the global store, because of the global store we are used to find the difficulty of passing the fields and passing the values to the child component or parent component. There is very complex thing like passing the things as a props. So usually we used to have a store configuration, and most of the tech industry uses this only. And if you in the friend in the interview, if you told this now like you have made the state management, then they already know that this guy have the knowledge of state management. We do not have to train this on the state management part. This is very much important for your placement activities also. And one more thing, please listen my words because at the end there will be a quiz, and your top 3 winners will be getting a surprise gift from the MyAnatomy team. So this question, whatever the question will be asked in that quiz will be related to this webinar only. So please listen properly. So I have configured the app.js. Now I will write the API service layer. API.js. In the API.js, there is one thing which I will write, and after that, in for the components part, there is only a normal HTML CSS that I will come from another things. Import Axios from Axios. Axios is whatever for interaction between the front end and back end. Without using the Axios, you cannot call to the backend. And there is something called fetch also in the JavaScript. These both are similar, but fetch has some restrictions. Axios has no restriction. So I am using the Axios. I'm making one API. So this is common because I don't have the habit of writing the things again and again. Axios.create. So what will the base URL? Base URL means the domain of your backend. So if you are running the things into a local VS code, then you are having the HTTP key, HTTP localhost 8000 or 8080. So here for the sandbox, it provided me the base URL like this. I am opening the terminal. Backend is already running. Here is a backend API domain. I will copy paste from here. After copy pasting, uh, wait, I am closing down. So I will paste the API domain here. So whenever I will call any backend function now, then I will use to only have a API, this variable only, not whole of the this. So I'm making the things reusable. And after this, I will. So one thing I want to tell you in authentication, what is very much important in authentication, there is very much important of the token which is provided and built using the JWT. Why it is important? Like you are logging into one system and you are again requesting one API call, like pressing on this view tool button, pressing on this dashboard. Then on clicking on this dashboard now, many API calls will happen. So how it will interact, how it will judge, like this person is now currently active on the system. So for judging the person that he is currently active on the system, we used to have a token. So again and again passing to the APIs, that token, we used to have an interceptor. We used to have an interceptor like this. The purpose of this was only that I will use the suggestion for this. The purpose is only that it has I do not have to pass the token again and again. Whenever I will call the backend API now, it will only take the token from my local storage and pass to that. I don't have to take the responsibility. So first thing of project management is also that don't take the things by your own. Always divide the things to your team members so that the work can be done in the smooth manner. So same thing is also done in the development part also. If there is one big feature, you don't have to take all the feature by your own. Divide the work in your teammates so that everyone should have the responsibility and they will work together. So passing the token into the bearer token like this, and I will take the return the this. Okay. So this is the work of the interceptor. So it will be, this is very much important for your interviews activities also. So I am telling this because these are the part that is very much important for setting a front end folder structure and front end product into the tech industry. Form data, I am writing the this API dot post, and I think Akansha has written the auth register. Before this, I think Akansha has declared the path as API slash auth slash register. I am showing here also in the routes, auth routes,
Yes, sir.
register, and in the index.js, I think it is slash API slash auth. Okay, I think Akansha, please check the backend code
Yeah, I'll
now.
check.
Okay. So here now I'm in the API.js form data, and I will make a service layer for interaction between the backend and frontend to this register. For the login also, I will make one export const login, and form data API.post login. Okay, that's the good thing. We will completing in the few seconds only. And now auth is completed. So here we have declared the API.js. Now we will move to the main component like form where the user will actually fill the data like a login and register and name, password and email for registering the user. And for login, email ID and only password is required. So Exos dependency is not there. I am going to import Exos dependency. Add. Okay. Now another thing, all this has been happened. Okay. Now I will move to the app.css. I will create app.css. This because it is showing the error. Okay. Now I will move to the authentication part. In the auth.js, I have made this form earlier only. I will explain you what I have done this because it is very long and it will be very not engaging for you because you already know the normal HTML and CSS. So cost is login we I have taken for declaring the variable like you are in the register mode or you are in the login mode. So is login is declared for that. Form is used to take the data like if you are in the login, then it will use to take the login form data, and if you are in the register, it will take the register form data. Whatever the errors will come, we will use to store that errors in the errors variable dispatch. And after line number 11, I have used like I have told you now, like I have to take the variables from the global store. So for the auth, I have declared two variables, loading and error. This error is what which will come from the backend side. So from the React Redux, it is used to declare use selector. Use selector is a part of toolkit, Redux toolkit, which is used to get the value from the global store only. In this, we will pass the store name, like we have passed the store name as auth. I think I have shown you auth slice has been declared with the help of auth only, like this. So I have taken that only. And validate fields like if you have not if you are not giving the name, then name is required. If it is less than two characters, then full name is required. Email is required. Valid email structure should be there. Password is required. Password should have 6 characters. Then we are checking all this in the validate field. Handle change is like whatever you are typing, it will save to the global state or local state. So now here is login is a local state variable. We have declared using the use state variable. It is a hooks provided in the React.js. Earlier, before React 16, it is not there, but before after React 16, it is there. So this is the normal things. I think you are in third year and fourth year. You already know about this. If you don't know, there is one resources section. You can find through the documentation also from here. Everything whatever it is written in the code sandbox now and we are writing, it is already present in the resources section, so you can check from that. Validate form, if you are in the login, you have correctly written the email and password. If you are in the register, you have written the name also or not, we are checking that. Handle submit will call the thunk layer. Like how to call the thunk layer? Like dispatch. So like use state, use effect. There is one also called use dispatcher, which is a part of React Redux. It is used to dispatch the thunk function, not a normal function. You cannot dispatch a normal function. Remember my words. You, if you have to dispatch the thunk function, you have to pass into the dispatch, use dispatcher. So whatever the logic login user will take, I have written this, and for the register, I have written this. So now I have made the login form. Now I will configure that and I will show you how it will be rendering in the main application.js. In the auth, I will remove this handle. Okay. Okay, in the auth.js, it is having some issues. I am fixing it. Okay, so this is there, and backend server is not running. Main application. Okay, now it has been rendered. My thing is log out. So I am. This is our login form, and after clicking on the don't have an account sign up, so it will be having a registration form. Full name, email address, and password. I think CSS is missing. I will add a CSS here also. So I think normal CSS you all know, like Flux and linear gradient, background color, all this you know only. So boom, here is the logging form and registration form. As Akansha has told you in the starting of the session, we will be building like this only. After clicking on the don't have an account sign up, you will have a full name, email address, and password. And after clicking on the don't login, you have email address and password. So now our backend is live, Akansha. Okay, our backend is live, like server is running on port 8080. MongoDB is connected to this Atlas URL. Okay, from the long time I am not on the screen, so everyone is there or not? Please give a chat because it is a very long session. All are active. Please respond on the chat before moving forward. Okay, and there is okay. All are enjoying. That's very good. Okay, moving to the forward. So I am registering as a user, like I am entering my name, Aman Johri. Email address, I can like a@gmail.com. Password will be, I will not tell you. I will click on the create account. Okay, now having a create account, it will be rendering a original page. It is not built together, but the header and all the information all already rendering here. So now auth is completed, and now I will show also whatever I have taken. Okay, logout is not functionable. I will check it later. So whatever I have registered, I will log in from that. Password again, I will not tell you. So after clicking after login, again we have reached to the internal platform like AI study assistant, study history, logout, and inputs your note. I will tell you afterwards. So Akansha, please carry on with your backend for the next part. We think in the next 30 hours or 45 hours we will finish the whole the project.
It's minute guys, not hours. Don't get.
It's a minute, guys. Don't think it's the hour. Okay, Akansha.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. So yeah, what I have created next. So here I have completed the study session model. Here I have declared all the fields like user, input text, summary, and quiz. So basically, the purpose of the user field is to link the user model with the study session model. So as you see, I have given the type for the user field is the object ID of MongoDB schema, and I am referring to user model, and this field is required. And for the input text, this will basically store what the input I have given in this input your notes section, and then summary of what we are generating for the user, and in quiz what are the questions we are giving to our candidate. So that's it. I have already give an overview about the models in user.js file. So it is all done. I have added one timestamp here. So purpose of the timestamp is it will give us two fields. For example, created and updated at. So we can track what when we have created this particular uh, document, and when we have updated it last. So we can keep all the tracks. And on when we move to the controller, so we have two controllers there. First one is generate study, and second one is history. So the first one is when we will give any input text, then it will call, and we will have to provide the text. And if the text is not present, so we will throw an error that no input text has provided. And if there is any text, so we will send the generate study material text along with the user ID. So how we are getting the user ID when we are not taking the user ID from the front end? So let's come to middleware part. So when I am declaring the route of the generate history material, I have added one protect word here. Basically, it is a auth middleware. Middleware act as a middleman between our request and the controller layer. So when it will like call, protected is call. So what it is doing? It is getting the token from the header which we are sending in our request. And when we will get the header, we are verifying it is the token is valid or not, and we are appending the user data to the request by removing the password field, because in any cause we don't want to reveal our user password. So that's why what we are doing here. And in next, we are calling the next phase of this. So next phase of it is controller. So in controller, when we got all the data of user, so now we will move to generate study material. So I have already written the this code. So here I am using the Gemini API key. If you want your Gemini API key, you can go to Google Gemini Studio. It is currently free for all the students, so you can easily get your API and paste it here. And we are using the Google Generative AI SDK here, and we are instantiating the class by using our Gemini API key. And after that, we are creating the instance, and we have created what model we are using here is a Gemini 1.5 flash. So what we have done till now, this is, and I have written the prompt. Basically, it is an instruction what I have to give to the AI. So I have written like summarize the notes to create a practice quiz and all that, and I have already defined one JSON format. For summary, I want points, and for quiz, I want like this, like firstly question text, and after that option, and which option is correct. This will produce that, and I am now sending the notes to the AI. I have passed the prompt here, and it will generate the content for me. After output, basically all the output will be generated by the AI is in Markdown format. So we are parsing the output here, and we will parse the JSON, and it will directly send to the front end. Like I have sending the user ID, input text, what the user has given the input, summary, what the summary is produced by the AI, and the quiz, what the whatever the question it is given, and now we are returning it to controller level. And now when the controller level get the data, it will send it. Sorry, it will send it, and if there is any issue between in runtime or in between, So it will go to the catch block and we will directly send like this field to generate a study material, and that's it. And in history part, we are getting all the history for the user session. So here is the sessions, what the sessions user has created till now. So I have created one study service.js. And so yeah. So in study service.js, I'm using the study session schema there, and whatever I have stored in this, so I am now using it. So in a study session, I am finding the all the sessions of the user by using user ID. That's why I have linked the user ID to the session model. So this is the purpose, and I am shorting it. The short created at -1, like whatever history is it, whatever session is I have created in last, it will show in first, and I have uh, limited to 10, only 10 documents per time I can fetch. So this is what I have done. And there is also one route of a history which is protected. I have used the middleware here, and and at the last I have uh, registered this route uh, to the app, and that's it. Whatever I have done in the front end for the study material, and yeah, that's it. So can you show the demo of the study material now if you have completed?
Sure, Akansha.
Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen.
Basically, I want to ask one question from you all. Like, uh, you can raise your hand if you all if you have faced this type of problem anytime, because currently I have faced the same situation. So if you can raise your hand.
Okay, guys. So we'll be having the session for more one like half an hour maximum. But really, I'm surprised to see this cohort of like candidates in this cohort, because almost everyone except a few are still here till the end. Usually, in such kind of workshops, by the time it ends, only one third of people remain. So excellent, guys. Like a big round of applause for all the participants in this round. Great, great. It's amazing.
Okay, so moving forward, now I will, according Akansha, now I have to explain the study session, right?
Yeah, yeah, you
So
have
before
to.
this, okay. So before this, I have told you the front end part of the authentication. Now I will tell you what after login the user what it will show. Okay. So after logging in, we will get a section, history section, and welcome note and a logout button. This is very common, like a logout thing. If you log on, then it will remove all the session which it is created inside the backend and the front end. So moving to the study section, which involves the summarization of notes using the Gemini API. So now what's the fair is my in first year and second year I used to sit at night and I used to copy paste into the Google and get the quizzes. Now I will copy paste the things here only. So before moving to that, I will open the notes form.js. In this node form.js, what I have done, I will show you. So for pasting the text, I have taken a variable called text, and whatever we will write, we are writing with the help of set text, which is used to set the text into the text variable with the help of use state hooks. Use state hooks, I have already told you, it is a part of React 16, and it is also a part of function component. Loading, like whenever the Gemini will uh, generate its response, we will have a loader for you guys, like you have to see that something is happening in the background. So this is the function I will explain you later. Now in this, I have, with the help of HTML tag and div s2 tags, I have make one text area where the user will input the all the notes provided by the teacher or something else person or his trainer, and after pasting the notes there will be one button. If he wants to clear, he will clear all the text, and if he wants to generate the study material, it will create the study material. Now, how backend will interact, how backend will work here? There is one button called generate study material, and after clicking on the study material, there is one on click called handle submit. Now I will check that handle submit logic. In handle submit, we will check first text area is not empty, because if text area will be empty, then Gemini API will never do something for us good. So we have already checked before, like please provide some study material so that we can help you, and we will have a loader. If this will pass the check, we will have a loader on for the user. Like we will going to have something in the background. We will now here I will use the local state functions, not the Redux global functions, to differentiate between the Redux and a local calling component calling. So I will have a try catch block. In the try catch, I will call the service layer. Const data is equal to await generate study material text. If data.summary and data.quiz will not be provided from the backend, then we will have a invalid response format from the server. If it will be provided, then will be used to set the result in the data. This is the main logic. If anything wrong happens, then it will catch the error and alert error generating study material. Please try again later. Now I will move to the handle clear function. Handle clear function is used to clear all the text which is written by the user, and the set result will also be clear because the user want all the things to be clear from the front end part only. So this is a normal HTML. I think all of you will write by your own, and we will provide the GitHub link at the last. You can also check from that. So this is the main part. Now I will write the API part, service layer. So I will open the API.js. In this, before I have written only the register and login. So I will move forward, export const, generate study material. Here text I will get, and I will pass all the text to the my backend which Akansha has made. API study slash generate study material. I remember when Akansha is making, so I can also copy from the route.js also. So this is the I have made, and now in the notes form, I think I have exported the study material from the API study material. Now checking the response. Okay, I have something in this, like my notes, like operating system notes in this, and I will generate the study material. Invalid response format from server. Okay, we will check how this is coming. We will open the backend part. Akansha, can you check why this is response format is wrong?
Can you please again click on this? Sometimes AI will give another result.
Okay, sometimes AI. Again, I am clicking on this, copy pasting, click on generate study. Oh, invalid response format from server. Okay, let's check what is happening here.
So I think
Okay,
Gemini server is down currently.
okay, Gemini server is down currently.
Yeah.
Okay, we will check the Gemini response. We will move to this part when Gemini server will be up because it is related to LLM. So I will show you the clear response clarity. After clicking on the clear, it will remove all the things and it will disable the button generate study material. Now, I will explain you all the code, then we'll be moving to the functionality part. Okay, now we will move to the history tracking. Akansha, you have made the history tracking for the backend.
Yeah, I have already made it.
Okay, so I will move to the history tracking part. Okay, it is a component which summarizes the history tracking. After clicking on the history, there will be the study history sessions because there is no sessions I have created, so there are zero sessions. So in the use effect is what? Use effect is something if you have worked on the class component in the React, it has a component did mount, component did update, component will unmount. These are the life cycles of the React, and usually the old developers and the old projects which are already built in the class component are using that life cycles method. But after increasing the React versions after React 16, we got the React hook like use effect in which if we want to call any backend dependency, now we have to write like this: const fetch history is equal to const response is equal to await get history. It will call the backend API for getting the all the histories, but it will when it will call, because in the dependency array I have not written anything. So if in this dependency array I have not write anything, then it will call at the beginning when this component will mount, not the project will mount. When this component, specific component like history.js will mount, then only this use effect will run. Don't be in the confusion that app.js will mount, then this use effect will mount. If history.js will mount, then only this use effect will mount because we have not written anything in dependency array. If we have written in this dependency array as user, then after login, then when we get the user data, and the user data is already attached to the store. If anything will change in this store and the variable we are using in any of the component, it will re-render. After logging, we will get the data of the user and we will also store into the global store. Then there the data changes, here also the data will change. So that's the difference, the use cases of the use effect. If we will leave it empty, it will call on the on mount. If we'll add any dependency array, when that variable will change, then only it will call the use effect. Otherwise, it will not call. So main differences between the empty dependency array and the fulfilled dependency array is that only. So this will fetch all the history data, and after line number 27, handle history answer select. So what it will do, it will pass all the selected questions data, and I think I will have to log in the account which we have created already. So Akansha, can you tell me the account name where history already has been created?
Yes, sir. Mishra@gmail.com.
Okay, and what is the password? You can reveal.
Yeah, I'm getting the password.
Okay,
1 second. 123 ABC 123 at the rate.
okay, 123 ABC one
ABC.
two three at the rate.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have sessions. In this zero session is there, no issues. Akansha, you have sessions available, or I can generate Gemini API is there.
Uh, what's that? Yeah, it is generating actually.
Okay, I think there is something error in the backend. Please check.
Okay, I'll check it.
Okay. Till then, I will explain this. Handle history, answer select. I will pass the correct answer and question index and selected option. It will generate a unique map. And if anything is not present, it will remove from that. Handle submit history quiz. In this handle submit history we will be submitting to the backend, and we will be storing the value like in this like in on the UI. Okay, wait, I will tell you one thing more. Okay, I think Akansha is fixing this. So let's move to this part. Handle submit history quiz. So const history key is equal to history and history index. It is why we are making the history key, because in this we used to require the history index for there are five questions available. Okay, so you have answer first one, you have answer second one, you have answer third one. So we need to store the answer for the particular question into the local state. Set history question quiz submitted. It is a local variable declared on the top like this, and it is a your object type of things. So we are storing the particular question and the answer you have submitted apart from your for that particular question in this format, like previous all the all the question like first second, and now you are entering the third one, you will have the history key true. So like this way we will have a history quiz submitted response. And handle reset history quiz, it will check the history index and total questions available. Again, new answer, we will have a record for the new answer. We will have a delete all the questions which you have submitted till now. Like you have click on the first option, you have click on the second, you have click on the third. Like you have now you have want to reset all the answer, then you have to call this function handle reset history quiz. This will reset all the answer you have been submitted till now. So this is the functionality of this. Calculate history score. Like there are five questions, and after clicking on the history quiz, then all the uh, answer will be calculated from this function. Correct answer will be 0, and after we will check the correct answer key with your answer. We will increase the variable of the counter variable of the correct plus plus, and from the line number 81 return correct. So it will be there. Get history answer count, history index, total questions. Now here also how many answers you have submitted, we will get the count of that. So line number 85, let count is equal to 0. Line number 86, for let I is equal to 0, I is less than total questions, I plus plus. So by this we will get the count of the answers, get the history count of the answers, and till the loading part, till the fetching of the answers, we will have a something special for you like loading history. This is very much important for the user engagement on your project. And after this, we will have something like this only. Okay, so we will moving to the now we will moving to this quiz system. I have explained you the history tracking. I have explained you the studies session. Now we will move to the quiz system result.js. Okay, so okay, so for the result part, we will have a user answers, and we will use to set the user answer. We will show the score. We will set the show score on the variable front end. We will have a quiz submitted tracking, or we will also set the if a quiz has been submitted or not. For the user state false, and if result will be there, result we will show handle answer select. Then okay, so const handle answer select is equal to question index select option. We will use to set the user answer into the front local variables, and after handle submit quiz set question submitted set show score. uh, okay, we will submit the quiz and we will reset the quiz. So these are the functions available for submitting the quiz, and these are the this is the function we will use to handle the reset quiz. Now again we used to have the calculate score section result quiz, because this history tracking now, whatever the history you have, whatever the tracking you have done earlier, from there you will attempt the quiz. This is for what, and after generating the whole the things, you will have an option to attempt the quiz from here also. I think Akansha has fixed the issue. I will check in 2 minutes. So after calculate score, it will be there, and total questions will be counting, score will be counting, percentage we will be counting. In the written part, generated study material, summary section, what is the summary we have generated till now, and it is a quiz section. All I have commented what is the particular section and it is for what. Okay, summary section and okay. Akansha, can I check again?
So can I share my screen if you have done? Actually, it is working
Okay,
on.
sure. My front end is done. You can share the screen.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. So
Yeah. So is it ready? So I have one small thing to declare to all the participants who are still listening with like total focus and concentration. So apart from the gifts that was promised to you, that is like one guaranteed certificate for those who will be staying till end of the session. Then there will be one quiz that will be based on today's interaction, like towards the end of the session. That will because of like if you perform well in that, you will get prizes from MyAnatomy. Actual physical gifts will be sent to you, and then all the people who will be staying till the end of the session will be getting the code as well as the certificate for completing the session. So
yeah, it has generated all the study material for the operating system. Oh shit. I can open it the in full screen. So I'll, I'll show you.
sorry to interrupt. So am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So, participants, I was telling those who will stay till the end, there will be one small quiz. If you participate in that, actual physical gifts will be sent to you. Then there will be also like certificates and recording, and all these codes will be shared with you. But the best thing is yet to come. The best thing about today's session is, so MyAnatomy is basically an assessment platform for corporates, right? We have more than 500 corporates who work with us in terms of taking our assessment services. Now, those of you who will be getting certificates today, for next 5 days, we'll let you tag us on LinkedIn so that you will be directly visible to these 500 corporates, those who work with us. So, in case you are searching for a job, I think this is a great opportunity. Those who are excited about this, you can write excited in the chat, and we will let it happen for next 5 days only. Okay, great.
Yeah, so it has generated all the notes regarding the operating system, like what is operating system and everything. And there is one quiz also. So I'm like choosing anything. Uh, and at the end, it will give me the score and what is the correct option. I can choose again. I can reattempt this quiz, and like I have scored 0 out of 5. So that's how it is working. And if we go to study history, so it is currently like loading. So we will check out all the sessions in which we are working. So this is how it is working. Yeah. So all the summary which I have generated from the backend for the OS is this. Let's say all the sessions which I have created. So I'm getting. And again, if I want to use it, so I can attempt this switch and get the result like this. Okay. So sir, I'm done with this.
Okay. So this is the overall project we have done. Akansha, please share your screen.
Yeah. Okay. And one more thing, whatever collaborators we have in this project, so we can get the track. So like, how many users are there? For example, sir is indicated in a green color. So we are seeing like he has mm, selected this part of the code. So that's how it is working. And I can also chat with him in real time. Like I have sent hi, so it will go in real time. So yeah, that's
Okay. Okay, Kansha, please stop participating and I am sharing my screen. Okay. So students, this is all the project we have shown you at the starting. We are building this and we have made this project with the help of React and Node.js and all. We will give you all the GitHub links and study materials of this project after the completion of this webinar. Okay, I am sharing my screen. So wait. Now I will give you some tips related to interview as I promised before the in between the session. But before that, 1 minute I will showcase you. There are many students doubt how to move to the Sandbox Pro. So this is the maths.mytommy.in. I will log out from here. Okay. So I will log out and this is the landing page of the MyAnatomy maths.myanatomy.in. After having the credential, like I have one credential, I will signing in. After signing, we have this wonderful dashboard of the match account where you will get to explore about the NCT plus and also many opportunities, whatever the opportunities are visible in the MyAnatomy and MyAnatomy provided. And also there is one competency test like NCT from which you will get many opportunities for the interview and placement. After that, we will move to the many MERN stack Spring Boot programs also, in which you can enroll and study. After that, you will get a career recommendation also, courses also, like machine learning course, Java Spring Boot course. All the courses are available on this only Match platform. You have to explore it and revisit. And the Sandbox Pro, it is the level up coding where you can collaborate and you can also deploy your projects in one go. So from here also you can code playground. Clicking on the code playground, you can come on the Sandbox Pro, and after clicking on the side nav also you can highlight the Sandbox Pro, And there are many options available on the Match platform like hackathons, courses, assessments, career opportunities, NCT Plus, and your original profile also. You can copy the link of your profile, and I can open it in the new window like this. And this profile is very much important when you showcase to the interviewer like you have built this profile into the Match platform. So here I can move to the Sandbox Pro. In the Sandbox Pro, I will show you what are the benefits which I personally like as a developer. So here all are the mini projects which are built using the different members are already present. Like in, I will move to the Explore section. In the Explore, there are trending projects available like chess game, personal portfolio, sliding window, DSA question, chat interface, form building. I will clicking on the view all button here. Like some person has created the text formatting. Like Nishtha Agrawal has created the mobile to-do list, and Aryan has created a dynamic progress bar. So these are the mini projects already available on this platform. You can open this project and clicking on the fork window. After clicking on the fork window, it will attach to your uh, account, and you can code and change their code also. But changing their code will not reflect on their portfolio. It will change reflect on your portfolio only. So we have different in the sandbox. There are different types of projects you can create. You can create a capstone project also in which backend and frontend you can build. Like I and Akansha has built a backend and frontend together on one platform only, and share you the link also of the live deployment also. So this is very much important. Like you are building something in front of interviewer and showcasing like you have built many of the projects in this platform, and I can you can share the link of any of the project to the interview also. And one thing I want to show that, like I can show one project. Like I can create one project React plus Node capstone, and by this now you can impress your interviewer, like you know the industry format. After clicking on the create project, there are many load on this platform, so it will be taking time.
And one plus point is there. One plus point is this: you can also directly export your code to the GitHub, so it is very easy from there.
You can directly upload your code to the GitHub account who has made your this. By this way the sandbox account will be loaded, and your will be fulfilled, and your GitHub account will also be having many projects. So I have one account.
And guys, one more thing, there is this opportunity section, right? Take full advantage of it. Instead of going to LinkedIn and instead of, it's all free, okay? This opportunity section is totally free for everyone. Instead of going to LinkedIn, instead of going to Naukri, instead of going to Indeed, all the job postings you can see them at one place and directly apply from here in this opportunity section. Can you just click on opportunity once, Aman? Like which
Sure.
section they will just see it. Yeah, need not click, just hover over that.
I think this one, no?
Jobs. Okay. So you have to take a NCT test to be able to view that, but soon we'll make it open for everyone. Like within 1 or 2 days, we'll be doing that. But NCT test is also free. I mean, you don't have to pay a single rupee for taking NCT test as well. In fact, with NCT test, your probability of getting hired by corporates goes up like anything, because corporates directly sometimes prefer to hire from pre-assessed pool of candidates that we have from NCET. So that is also something free. You can definitely go ahead with that. No need to pay anything, and opportunities will also be free. And now it there is a criteria after you write NCT, then only opportunities will be open. But soon we'll make it open for everyone. Don't worry about it.
Sure. And also, like Sir has introduced about the opportunities, there is one opportunity for software engineer intern summer 2026. You can apply from here, like by clicking on this link and copy link from here. So I am showing you the sandbox. Okay, and after clicking on the my projects, so when you represent yourself into the interviewer, so what interviewer wants? The interviewer wants that you know the actual coding format. The first thing that he needs to judge is from you is that you know what the tech you are listening from the resume part. You have written like you know React, you know Node, but actually you know. So how to prove yourself in front of interviewer? You can make a capstone project like today we have built. So you can open the capstone project. You can show like in the front end you have made all the folder structures like according to the industry standard. You have made all the backend folder structures according to the industry standard, and after that you have built an amazing thing, and all the amazing thing is front end is live. Here you can also show the front end part to the interviewer. You can also show your back end part to the interviewer by opening the Node.js server only. So all the thing is only in this window only. You do not have to go anywhere. So interviewer will not be irritated like you are opening the server in front of the interviewer in VS Code. It will take 5 to 6 minutes, but from here it will take only 30 seconds. It will open all the things, front end also, back end also. And one more thing, you can share the deployment link to three of the persons, like your interviewer, any of the company HRs, so that you can showcase your project to the company HRs. Like I have built this project, you can check the coding standard which I have followed, and if you impressed by the coding ideology I have written, so you can call me back. So by this way, now showing the different type of projects you have built, different type of POCs you are doing on the Sandbox Pro, it will showcase to the different HRs, and you will definitely get a call back from her or him. So this is the very good advantage of using the Sandbox Pro. And one more good advantage is that you can collaborate with your friends also. Learning resources are already there. And one more thing, like I and Akansha are already on the call, so we are talking. If we are not on the call now, we have a chat section also. I can text the Akansha, hi Akansha, from here also. So Akansha can reply from here also, collab chat. So this is a very interesting feature I like of the Sandbox Pro. Like we can not on the call, otherwise also we can chat between us uh, technically. So these are the advantages of using the Sandbox Pro. And for the interviewer part, you can showcase your projects so that they can also be confident that this person knows how to create a project and can well with a team. This can build a confidence in front of companies and the interviewer which is coming for you, because they usually if you they do not have the confidence now, they usually ask the DSA questions. For me, when I was in college time, I have given one company interview. In that the interviewer had asked me the DSA question, 4 to 5 DSA question. I used to answer all of them, but at the last he asked me whether you know development or not. I used to tell in the introduction part, like I love doing the development in React.js and Node.js, but he doesn't listen. But at that time, if I have a Sandbox Pro now, I can showcase my project to him directly and can tell him that you can check my project, and in this I have written all the things according to the industry standard, so that it will be very helpful for him to select me. But that time Sandbox Pro was not there. I missed the opportunity, but I got the good opportunity in my anatomy, and I am here before you. So good time comes, but it comes at every time, at a good time only. So thank you for my end. Debucheti sir, can you take over?
Yeah. So Aman, that quiz, can we share with them now?
Okay, I am sharing the quiz. I am stopping the screen share.
Okay, guys, all the best for quiz, because based on this quiz, we'll be sending out prizes for you guys. So okay, Ayush is asking, are
Okay.
all libraries and modules present in the platform? Yes, Ayush, it is all present.
Yes,
So
Ayushi. Ayush,
Aman,
yes, sir.
Yes, yes, please answer this. So they're asking about libraries and
Okay.
modules on Sandbox Pro.
So, Ayush, your question is all libraries and modules are present in this platform? Yes, you can build all the libraries and modules that are already present. And soon, how as I have the knowledge, there are many things all will be available sooner. Like for the Spring Boot also, you can practice that also. Like currently, it is having opportunity for MERN stack and Python, C++, Java. You can practice all of the things, and you can have the opportunity to download the Node modules on the online platform that you can also build from here. I think your answer is clear.
Can you please?
I think you are saying something.
Yeah, I'm saying like you can update, like upload your code on GitHub so that we can provide them the link.
Okay, sure. We will upload on the GitHub. Before that, I am sharing the quiz link so that you can able to answer all the quizzes question. So I am pasting the quiz link.
Okay,
Okay.
guys, the quiz link is in the chat. Please go ahead and answer the quiz questions, because without completing this, the session is completed, won't be taken. Like we won't consider it as a complete of the session if you don't attend this one. So for completion of the session, you need to attend this. Go ahead, it's in the chat. So anyone is having any trouble finding the quiz link? If there is anyone, they can let us know in the chat itself. Okay, all of them can find, I assume.
Total 81 students are attempting now.
Okay, guys, we can see total 80 some students have taken the quiz. Others need to take the quiz, or else your certificate cannot be generated from our end. Please try to understand, the purpose of quiz is to understand whether you were genuinely present throughout the session or not, or you had just kept the phone and you just went out to enjoy. See, we don't have issue with you enjoying, but the problem here, okay, is this ended because network issue? Signed out. Please post again, sir. Okay. So that is the thing. Okay, nice thing. Okay, I'll post it again. Not an issue. So now is it visible for those who had logged out due to any reason? I have again posted it. So Nikita, is it okay? Okay, please take the quiz. Guys, we don't want you to be seated here and not enjoy your Sunday. The point of why we all are here, because we all have a common goal, that you guys should learn something and you should get the best job possible, right? So please help us to help you. So please be a part of this quiz. As you would have felt today, we were not trying to sell you anything, we were not trying to make you pay for anything. The reason is we genuinely want to help student community. So please take this quiz, and also let us know, like in the feedback form that will be shared shortly with you. Please let us know what can we improve upon, so that you will enjoy the sessions even further. I mean, you will find it more interesting. And which all topics should we be covering in future sessions that you want to learn? So that is something also that will be very useful for us, so that we can serve better to the entire community of students out there who are genuinely interested to make a career in tech. Okay, and all these GitHub link, documentation, recording of the session, and everything else that is possible, like basically this all, along with the certificate, will be sent to you guys over mail as well. So don't worry.
Sir, can I open the feedback form so those who
Sure,
have completed the quiz can?
sure, sure, sure.
Feedback has been launched on the poll. Please answer.
Okay. So in the first question, in the first question, that overall experience, there are few people who didn't like it. I mean, didn't like it to that extent. They have mentioned it's 4, and some people have mentioned it's 5. So it's not a pressure. I just genuinely want to ask you what you want to be changed. You can like turn on your mic. We can let you speak. If there is some any problem, you can let us know, so that we'll improve upon that in our future sessions. Aman, how many people have participated in the quiz as of now?
Okay. As of now, 110.
110. Okay, 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 okay. So, guys, also I would request, because see, unless you tell what problems you faced, it will be difficult for us to understand how to improve. So I would request all of you to, give your genuine feedback in the feedback form that is up there in your Zoom session right now, so that we can tweak the content in the upcoming session so that we can help you upscale better through these kinds of webinars. So Akshat is asking, I think Aman, you would like to answer that. Akshat is asking in the chat, how can we check live project link?
Live project link will be share at the end when you will get the GitHub link and other documents along with it. And in the Sandbox Pro, when you will sharing to other members, then only other member can accessible the live project link.
Okay. Ayush Maheshwari has a very good suggestion. I would suggest to add flowchart of whole project so understanding is better. Okay, Ayush, we'll be incorporating that in the next seminar. Okay, Prudvi is telling reply me. Okay, so what is your question, Prudvi? Sorry if we have missed it. Please let us know your question. We will respond to you. Uh, Prudvi, can you hear me? Prudvi, yes. I participated in the quiz without login with only my name. That's enough, Prudvi. So we will. So if your name is same as when you had registered for this session, that counts. Not an issue. We'll contact back to you based on your registration, original registration. So don't worry. Okay. Aman, Mahesh is asking, what about project structure?
Project structure, what we have built on the Sandbox Pro will only be available on the GitHub link. The same
Oh,
structure you have to follow.
okay. He's asking, can you share project structure document?
Okay, sure. We will add that in the same document at the end.
Great. Okay, Mahesh. So I think you got your answer. We'll be sharing it with you. Don't worry about it. Okay. So the poll has ended. So we have ended the poll, assuming more people might not be filling it up. So thank you all of you for your presence. Uh, so I think it was really a great session with all you guys. You all stuck till the end. So I think I am free to assume that you all enjoyed it.